I'm interested to hear your thoughts on, can those types of, vehicles, those ethical ETFs, not all of them, by the way, but some of those ethical ETFs, can they provide decent exposure for investors who are looking for a low-cost way to play this idea of investing for a better future?
Yeah, listen, I think they do face some challenges. Some of those challenges are shared with active ethical strategies like our own. But I think, and unfortunately, it's not always easy for investors to choose. Yeah, I mean, what I guess it becomes a cliche, but it's for a reason. Transparency is so important, really, in investing generally, but specifically, or particularly around ethical and sustainable investing. So we think it's really important that strategies are clear about how they're making decisions about what's screened in and out, what their criteria are. So yeah, we go spend a lot of energy both just in our public reporting, but also on our website. What's our position on how do we think about the energy sector, the food sector, what tends to be in, what tends to be out, the property sector. What do we think about companies that may be involved in the infringement of human rights, and how do we address that hugely complex sort of challenge? And I think where some of the simpler, narrow ETFs fall down is that, yeah, they have a couple of narrow exclusions, but yeah, they've got a long way to go. It's not really meeting the needs of most people when they're thinking about responsible and sustainable investing, to just exclude cluster munitions and tobacco, for example. Sort of the limited exclusions of some ETFs. I think the challenge they also face, and we face it too, is that data challenge, but in a passive fund, So on the financial side, you're benchmarking yourself to a market index, ASX 200, let's say, straightforward for an investor, a customer, to sort of look at the performance of the strategy against the index, and make that informed choice. The concept of an ethical index or a sustainable index is a little stranger, because there's not that straightforward sort of score or benchmark for ethical business, ethical investment. So it's not very meaningful for a customer to be told, for example, well, all the companies we invest in have a sustainability score of at least 7. I mean, what does that mean? And sustainability is hugely sort of multidimensional. It's not like returns. It's a percentage.
Like
it's a single figure
or something.
That's
like
right.
That, yeah.
So listen, I think what we've struggled with is doing this in a robust. We think doing it right to deliver what customers need is complicated, and that can make it complicated to explain and communicate sometimes, but we sort of wear that, and we just try and put information in as clear a fashion as we can on our website. We're really proactive in responding to customer inquiries. We have a lot of interaction with our customers. Would you invest in this? Why are you in that? And so on. I think that's really important of what responsible investment needs to deliver to its customers, is our that transparency.